Hi guys. I am just doing the recap of the 2012 WBWIC season. Me and Nevin, we've been hashing it out, trying to figure out what had happened. I think without knowing what's going on, I'm very disappointed in my co-owner, Andrew Kruger. He, week by week, totally made the wrong choice on quarterbacks this season. So I will, blame him and throw him under the bus for that. The other thing is our team was just too good. We didn't have a set lineup every week. We had so many decisions because our players were so good that it was a tough decision every week. And that's a problem of good teams and good drafts. So I'm content with that. But the real biggest problem with the league this year, in my opinion, was DC. I mean, they're terrible, and they kept winning, and it defied all reason. I didn't understand it. The other problem I had was PBR. I mean, just the arrogance in general was kind of insulting. I mean, being somewhat new kids on the block, they have no Donald, they have no credibility, no street cred. They're both from up the hill. So that kind of bothered me too. And then Denny, of course, but that's a given. So on to the questions. I'm sorry, what? Okay, Nevin's gonna do the questions. I was born last week. Your first child. What was more exciting day? When I was born, or when the Matterbaters won the Donald? Well, that's a tough call, buddy. It's very tough. I guess I'd have to go with when you were born. And not to be sentimental, but mainly because when the Matterbaters won the title, I was at least, 18 beers deep, I'm sure. So I was just hanging out, watching the game. So I don't really remember that day that much. I was just popping bottles in the champagne room, I think, from what I remember. But then again, I don't remember, so. Anyways, question number 2, what? If I grew up to be anybody in the WBIC, who would it be and why? You can't choose yourself. Oh, that's an interesting one. Well, if you could grow up to be anyone in the WBIC, I first of all would be very disappointed. That is just a curse more than anything. But if it would be anybody, I'd probably say Dave Young, because he just keeps everything out of it. He's not around. It's like he doesn't even belong. So, I mean, if you're picking out of a pool of degenerates, and you can pick a degenerate that is like not really in the league, like Dave Young, then that's who I'd pick. Okay, another one. Obviously, this is really thought out here. Nevin's telling me all the questions. Is Andrew Kruger still alive? And if you could guess, what would his fantasy football advice be for the Matterbaters in his words? Well, his advice would be, let it ride. Up the ante fees, make it a big-time league, and then every week start Andrew Luck or Eli Manning, depending on what he says, as far as do the opposite, because he has been a curse all season on which quarterback to start. But in general, I think all he would say would be to make it like $500 a team entry fee and just go big, because that's how he rolls. And for the record, he isn't really that involved. He's involved. I still consider him a co-owner out of respect, but I really am disappointed in his performances for the postseason party, the draft, and the postseason party 2. He just is not committed. However, that being said, he will never be not part of the Matterbaters. And all I know is next year, 2013, me and Nevin, we are coming, and Cruz, and we are going to take this WBWIC by storm.